industry is changing more than ever, but one thing has remained the same. For 100 years, Valeo's onboard innovations have been by your side. We've always drawn our strength from R&D. And today, we need to go faster for the future of our children, for our planet, and for more intelligent mobility. To meet these new challenges, our engineers are thinking bigger while considering even the smallest details. We're radically accelerating electrification, revolutionizing driving assistance, integrating lighting everywhere, reinventing life on board, and we're committed to reducing our carbon footprint. Through their talent and commitment, the women and men of Valeo are building the mobility of tomorrow. Infinity is our engine.
Beautiful pictures, didn't really need the sound. So, a big hand for the digital transformation director, Franck Ba. Hi Frank, how are you doing? Great, thanks. As they say in Spanish, the floor is yours. What a bad joke. So, hi everyone. I'm delighted to be here with you today. I'm going to be telling you about our transformation project, which we called PPDM in-house. Valeo, a pretty well-known company. What's going on at the moment? The automotive sector is undergoing a true revolution, be it through electrification or driverless vehicles. Valeo had anticipated that revolution and initiated a major transformation project called Move Up. This has allowed us to be a key player in this revolution. We organized in 3 broad sectors of recent reorganization. The first one is called Brain, for autonomous driving. The second one is called Light, all the visualization capacities, so lighting and wipers and so on. And the third is Power, for the electrification of the drivetrain and the thermal management of the vehicle. So in terms of products, our major product lines here, in Brain, of course, you have all of our sensors. We've produced millions, all of your cars, Valeo sensors in them. We have all of these driver assistant sensors now. In the middle, we have our light teams. So, of course, headlights, of course, very smart, as you'll see in your cars. Rear lights, but also indoor lighting, with all of the information provided to drivers, and also smart wiping systems. And then on the right, Power, with our 2 big principles, electrification of cars and temperature control, because of course the batteries need to be kept at a reasonable temperature. Valeo is a global business. Our customers are all over the world, so of course our footprint is very broad, so that we can address all of our customers. Around 110,000 employees, almost 200 plants, many development centers all over the world. So just a brief overview about the huge challenges that we are going to have to face in terms of data. So the origins of this program, PPDM program. This is our current toolchain. I've heard some of my colleagues talk about old toolchains. Of course, we come from an old world, say 2000, 2005, 2010, with a lot of aging tools. With PLM, that's used by mechatronics, around 15,000 users. We have an ALM for our software teams, based on TeamForge Git solutions, 12,000 users, also a pretty obsolete tech. For systems, we didn't have the same challenges as what I saw for people like Dassault or Naval Group. Our system approach was still not very important in the early 2010s. So we'd make do with simple tools such as Enterprise Architect. Requirements, a lot of companies were still using doors, and we are too, so you can see that basically a lot of silos, and traceability is very tough. Consolidating a product vision is very difficult. We use tools such as Rectify by Dassault Systèmes, but we've also developed tools in-house to try to adapt to that complexity. So what are the big challenges? We're trying to address these issues of digital continuity. Everyone has issues with that. We want to break down these silos. We want to have a consolidated vision of the product, both physical and software, and we want to be in a position to understand the various landmark moments of the program's life cycle, and therefore to provide this kind of centralized platform that can allow us to reuse or reduce our development costs, which is a major challenge in the automotive sector. And then there are new needs, of course. Our products are increasingly sophisticated. You cannot develop an assistance system for autonomous driving without a system approach. We need to onboard our teams and bring them towards these much better tools. And then, of course, I heard a couple of people mention that AI. With our information systems, it's hugely important to build on that. So we launched this PPDM program. There's, of course, a huge issue with the obsolescence of our systems. They need to be replaced, and we're going to be using the fact that we need to renew these major information systems to create a more consistent ecosystem that will allow us to be much more efficient in our developments. And that's certainly what we're hoping. So what's the ecosystem in terms of scope? What are our ambitions? Currently, I heard someone talks about baby steps. We have a lot of Japanese words, of course, in the automotive sector, such as the word kaizen, which is a central concept, of course. A lot of things are focused on the development process. We really want to onboard our buyers so that they can find the best approved suppliers for the components we need. We also want to integrate the teams so that they have a very clear vision early on to adapt the manufacturing process. So the scope is really across the entire development process. At least that's the first step. And then this one's a bit complex, but you need to know that our ecosystem uses multiple tools. So if we want to break down the silos, we need interconnection between these tools. In terms of information system, we want to preserve a certain degree of flexibility. We want to be able to update these systems when we think it's the right moment. So they're connected through a brick called data interoperability, which is a middleware that allows loose coupling to manage the updating process. You can see what our ambition is here, navy blue, very much focused on the development process with exchanges, with a dialogue with a project team, manufacturing team and procurement team. So in terms of tooling and tools, of course Dassault Systèmes plays a crucial part in this. We use Dassault Systèmes tools. We migrated from Inovio 2013X to 3DEXPERIENCE. Same for the authoring tools. CATIA 3DEXPERIENCE, and for MBSC, role-based system engineering, we've adopted Dassault Systèmes Solutions, CATIA Magic, and the cloud management tool. For electronics, we currently use Zuken, which also has a data management system, kind of built-in PDM, which we're keeping. We're big MATLAB users. We need to interface with that. For ALM, we have chosen a tool called CodeBeamer, pretty widespread in the automotive industry, Renault, BMW. For traceability, in view of all of these various systems, we're going to preserve an in-house middleware solution to create the adequate traceability we need as part of the development process. So what are the challenges? We don't have a single tool, we have plenty of tools, but we do have a single business process. So how can we transition from one business process to various iterations of the solutions or versions? We've worked a lot on our project organization to make it more robust. There is a cross-functional team there to really capture all of the business processes. We have an architecture team who's there to understand the needs and to try to break them down into features and capabilities. So we give each of these solutions specifications in order to develop all that. All of this, of course, within the with an agile approach. And then there's all these issues of consolidation and integration, and then validation and rollout. So we need to have a highly structured approach, otherwise very quickly you end up with deliverables that are incompatible. And what looks great on paper doesn't work in real life. So we've used a pretty well-known methodology called SAFE, allowing us to have a degree of agility in developing the solution and also a highly structured approach in terms of approach consolidation. At Valeo it made sense because we were already agile. We use lean methods, not necessary in solutions, but in product development we do. In terms of organization, of course, all of this transpires vertically. There's the various streams that we have, the various solutions that can contribute to the overall ecosystem, and horizontally you have the various functions that ensure consistency of solution delivery to create an efficient and consistent ecosystem. A couple of words about Dassault Systèmes. Dassault Systèmes, to us, is a true partner in the transformation process. Many thanks to them. It's hugely important to us to be working with Dassault Systèmes in the processes, in what we call the process. So one of the colleagues said that he hosted the data on-premise. We do too at the moment. We haven't yet taken the leap to SaaS, but we do need Dassault to make sure that what we do is completely compatible with their vision. User-centric, there was a colleague talking about that earlier. Of course, when we run into problems, we want to be able to turn towards Dassault Systèmes for solutions rather than customize stuff ourselves, which creates huge issues with maintenance. So we've fully integrated the Dassault Systèmes teams into our own working groups, and we also have high-level meetings where we can review issues and find solutions together. So thanks to them for that. So it was a pretty concise and brief overview, but we have a short video after this because we launched the PPDM program at Dassault in their premises. It was a huge event with a lot of people on the site but also remotely. And with Philippe and the management, we've produced this brief video that I'd like to invite you to take a look at.
PPDM program is a transformation program. It aims at simplifying our processes as well as enabling the reuse, a very critical point in terms of reducing costs. It also enables the digital continuity, breaking the silos between all the different disciplines, as well as breaking the silo with the manufacturing process and the purchasing. At the end of the program, it should concern about 28,000 people worldwide at Valeo.
Automotive industry is facing a huge challenge, a challenge that should enable Valeo to be more competitive in the next year. We have decided to go together in a very close partnership, transforming the way we are working together. Dassault Systèmes will support Valeo in this transformation with more than 450 people located in France and close to Valeo headquarters location. The purpose of transformation is very simple. Reduce the time to market and reduce at the same time the total cost of ownership.
Our market is facing a huge transformation through three drivers: electrification and ADAS, software-defined vehicle, and carbon neutrality. This is completely changing the automotive industry. And with its move-up plan, Valeo is well prepared to manage these challenges. To support the ambition of Valeo, especially in the R&D, we are launching this PPDM program. The PPDM program is not only an IT debt management project, but it aims to renew all the R&D system and Toolchain to deliver our products. We have three objectives: to support the increasing complexity of our products driven by system engineering and software design. Second, to support the platform and reuse strategy. And third, to ensure the data digital continuity within R&D, but also beyond R&D. We also believe that the PPDM foundations will help us to leverage the artificial intelligence capabilities in the very near future. To support our PPDM program, we have selected the best-of-breed technologies on the market, especially with Dassault Systèmes when it comes to system engineering and PLM.
It was really nice to be with you today at the campus for this event. Why are we so passionate by your transformation program? If you look at the auto sector, there are huge transformation going to the software-defined vehicle, and we really think that we need a platform to make not only 3D modeling as we did in the past, but also system modeling, all combined to model and simulate the virtual twin for software-defined experiences. To do that, we have 5 priorities that we set. Integration to the 3DEXPERIENCE platform to make sure that all stakeholders can collaborate. Make sure we do human-centric design. Invest on system, especially on MBSE. Thank you for using Katia Magic. Artificial intelligence will boost generative design. And of course, last but not least, sustainability. Every single designer, engineer to become eco-creator in the future. Have a nice transformation journey. Bye-bye.
Merci encore, Franck Barral. Merci infiniment.
Thank you so much, Franck Barral. Our next and final presentation is going to take us into the world of mobility. We're going to be talking about new mobilities and particularly autonomous vehicles with Mila Roux,